Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is something a little bit different. I want to show you how to clean and properly set up a GoPro Hero underwater housing. Now, over the years, I've used a lot of underwater housings. My first underwater housing weighed 50 pounds and took a full broadcast video camera underwater. It was a big deal to set up and take in the water. The production in that was a lot. But now we have these small, incredibly manufactured underwater housings. Now I would recommend buy the GoPro housing. If you have a GoPro, use the GoPro housing. I'm not endorsed by GoPro. I'm not giving any of their merchandise. It's just what I've used. So a few things. When this comes out of the water, especially seawater, what you want to do is you want to dunk it immediately in fresh water. So make sure everything's sealed. Put it in fresh water. Now, when it comes out of the fresh water, give it a good dunk. Make sure that all the little cracks and crevices, as you see here, kind of flush that seawater out, because it's very important. You want the seawater out of your housing, because seawater, as you know, is very corrosive. So then you're gonna do the freshwater dunk. After you've done the freshwater dunk, grab a paper towel and begin to pad off the camera. Now there's gonna be all kinds of little areas where water will still accumulate, so try to go in there and just gently make sure all the water is off the housing. What you're really trying to prevent is you're trying to prevent a droplet of water from getting into the housing, because if a droplet of water gets into the housing, you go back underwater, and if the GoPro gets hot, it could vaporize that moisture and cause it to fog the lens, or it just would not be a very clear picture. So that's the key. So make sure your camera is dry with the paper towel. And then once your camera is dry and there's no big spots of water, you can open the housing. Now watch as I open this housing. I'd make sure it's upright, and make sure, if anything, that I'm just keeping any possible water away. So for me, I would open it this way, slide the GoPro itself out, and then when I'm going to set this down, usually I do have a towel or something like this. I'm going to set this down like this, and I'm going to make sure that there's no little drops of water going into the housing itself. That is critical. You want to keep the water out of the interior of the housing, because that could vaporize once it's underwater and fog your lens. Okay, so I already have a fresh battery ready and a fresh card ready, because what I want to do is I want to remove the battery, put in the new battery, and then I want to remove the card and put in the new card. So now my camera is ready to go underwater again. Lock it. Gently put it back in the housing. There may still be drops of moisture on your housing, so again, keep an eye out for a little moisture. Now the moisture muncher, as long as it's not wet, just go ahead and slide your moisture muncher underneath. Close your housing and lock it into place. Make sure your O-ring is good. And be careful with these little moisture absorbers, because sometimes they can kind of fray and send little particles of paper into the housing itself, and that could get on the lens as well. So there you go, that's it. Now this GoPro is ready to set and go back on the water. Now, as you can see, one other thing to keep in mind about a GoPro housing, this is a very interesting housing. This is one of the original GoPro housings, believe it or not. The great thing about this is you had a beautiful TV screen on the back. Now you really don't need that, because the Heroes themselves have these great television screens on the back. So if you put it on, and you want a big platform underwater, you don't just want to try to hold this on a stick, especially with the sharks. You want some kind of device, because the wider you can get away from the camera like this one, the more stability you'll have underwater. And the other thing I like about a big housing underwater is that it takes a little bit longer to move, so you get those nice fluid movements versus staccato, really fast, jerky movements, which you do not want underwater. And so in this case, I have another housing that I don't have out right now, but this would be mounted somewhere here on my camera. So I have a primary and then the GoPro Hero as secondary camera. So that's kind of the way to take care of one of these cameras. The other thing I do when I'm done with the trip or done for the day, I usually, Hero, they give you these nice boxes that they come in. As you can see, here's another housing. I tend to use a lot of housings in all my underwater work, but I usually make sure that there's some kind of moisture absorber in the package itself that I'm putting the Hero in, and that way, if there's any little moisture or anything like that, it'll be absorbed by a paper towel or a cloth. So that's it. That's the way you would prep a GoPro housing for underwater. This is actually the Hero 11, and there's been a lot of them over the years. And they've all shapes and sizes. Again, if you're buying one from Amazon or GoPro itself, use the OEM, use the manufactured housing, because I've actually bought an off-brand housing and it leaked. So if you buy the GoPro housing and you take care of it like we just went over, you'll get a lot of years out of them. And these are, I guess, these two housings are about a year old now. So that's it. So enjoy your time underwater, take your time underwater, and as always, thank you for subscribing to the channel and following us on both YouTube and Instagram. And if you like this video, check out this one. We'll see you next time.